Have you ever felt like you're just stuck, running on a treadmill in your career? You're putting in all the work, you're getting great reviews, but that next step, that promotion, it just never seems to show up. Well, I'm here to tell you you're not imagining things. There is a hidden corporate playbook, and it's designed to keep you right where you are. So in this explainer, we're going to rip out the pages and show you exactly how to write your own.
Go ahead, hop on LinkedIn or any big job site right now. Type in senior software engineer. What do you see? Something like this, over 500 new jobs posted in just the last 24 hours. I mean, on the surface, the market looks like it's absolutely on fire, right? A huge sea of opportunity. But if that's really true,
then why is it taking so long to land one? Why are so many brilliant, talented people sending out literally hundreds of applications just to hear nothing, crickets? This is the big paradox everyone is facing. The numbers you see on the screen, they just don't match up with the reality of the job hunt. And the reason why? Well, it's because a lot of these jobs aren't actually real.
and that brings us to our first big reveal, the phantom job market. We're about to pull back the curtain on this illusion of opportunity, and expose a key tool that companies are using to manage not only their public image, but also you. So let's define what we're talking about here. A ghost job isn't some scam from a sketchy recruiter. No, this is a real job posting from a real, often very well-known company. The only catch, they have absolutely no intention of hiring anyone for it anytime soon. It's not a job opening, it's a strategic corporate asset.
So you gotta ask, why? Why do they do this? Well, this slide breaks it down perfectly. First, these postings make the company look healthy and like it's growing, which is great for investors and keeps competitors guessing. Second, it's a super cheap way to just harvest resumes, build a talent pipeline for roles that don't even have a budget yet. And this last one is critical. For the people already working there, it creates this illusion that help is on the way, which can keep an overworked team from totally burning out for just a little bit longer.
Just think about the human cost of this for a second. Let's imagine a developer. We'll call him Arjun. He's smart, experienced, and he applies to 100 of these active roles. He spends hours tailoring his resume, writing cover letters, and then he waits. Now, if up to 60% of those jobs are phantoms, he's wasting more than half of his time and energy playing a game where the goalposts aren't just moving, they're invisible. It's absolutely devastating for morale.
Okay, so if the job market outside is an illusion, what about getting promoted inside your own company? Why is that so hard? Well, this brings us to the cold, hard numbers that are secretly running your career. And I'll warn you, this isn't personal, it's just math.
The logic is brutally simple. Just look at the two columns here. Your path versus the company's balance sheet. For them, it is so much cheaper to give you a small 5% cost of living raise and keep you locked in at the salary you agreed to a few years ago. The alternative? Promoting you and then having to hire your replacement at today's much higher market rates. We're talking a 30% premium. And this right here, this is a perfect diagram of the trap. The cost to keep you happy or, just happy enough with a modest raise is almost always way lower than the cost to go out and find someone new. As long as this equation is true, the company has a direct financial incentive to slow walk your promotion. Your ambition is literally just an expense they're trying to manage.
Now, if you need proof that this is an actual system and not just an accident, here you go. This is a real quote from a manager on the anonymous platform Blind. Companies don't just know that you might leave, they budget for it. They've already calculated that a certain percentage of the workforce will get fed up and walk out the door. It's not a problem for them, it's already baked right into the profit model.
So you take this internal math, you combine it with the big industry trend of freezing senior-level hiring in places like the US and Europe, and what do you get? A massive bottleneck. All while they're expanding these global capability centers in lower-cost locations. The pyramid is being flattened at the top on purpose, which makes the competition for those few senior and lead roles exponentially harder.
Okay, so that's the problem. The external market is full of ghosts, the internal market is a mathematical trap. So what in the world do you do? Simple. You stop playing their game. It is time to build your own strategy.
You've probably heard some version of this before, right? In a performance review, this is the official language of stalling. If you're looking at the screen right now, you can see this classic carrot on a stick architecture. It is designed quite literally to keep you running towards a promotion that has no budget. It doesn't exist. It's time to stop chasing that carrot and build a new playbook. And here is your new playbook. 3 concrete steps. First, you're going to create something called an external value document.
Second, you are going to interview every single quarter, not necessarily to leave, but to audit what you are actually worth on the open market. And third, you're going to learn how to weaponize your notice period. This is all about shifting your mindset from being an employee to being a consultant of one.
Now let's break down that first step, because it is an absolute game changer. Your internal promo doc, the one you show your manager, it's written in a language that only people inside your company understand. Fix 50 bugs means nothing to an outside recruiter. You have to translate it. Instead, you say, maintain system stability that protected $2 million in annual recurring revenue. See the difference? Now you're not just a person who does tasks, you are a creator of value, and that is the language of your next job. And all of this, everything we've talked about, leads to one single incredibly important realization. If you remember nothing else from this explainer, please remember this.
Let that just sink in for a second. All the frustration, the ghost jobs, the promotion delays, it's not a flaw. It's not a bug in the system. The system is a well-oiled machine, and it is optimized for one thing: corporate stability, not for your individual career path. It is working perfectly. So the final move is this. You stop trying to fix the machine. You stop being loyal to a playbook that was never designed for you to win in the first place. Your only job now is to see the game for what it is, and to build your own system with your own rules to fix your own trajectory. Because at the end of the day, your career is yours, and only yours to manage.